Our three social workers have been honored with the nation's top awards for going above and beyond in their respective fields. They received the award from President Tony Tan Keng Yam yesterday in a ceremony attended by their families and other members of the social service profession. Now, each of the recipients received sponsorship for training and cash awards as well. And one of the winners, Miss Yogeswari Munisamy, is here to share with us her passion for helping others. So congratulations, first of all, to be recognized like this after 16 years of hard work. How does that feel?
Very humbling, I must say. Very humbling to me, but it's also a win for the profession. And the fact that, the president is actually having us over and he's hosting and giving recognition to the profession, that's really very significant for us.
So your career started way back in 1997,
yes.
But 1 year later you had a terrible car accident. How did that change your life and change your perspective towards your work?
I think it reinforced my commitment to social work, because first of all, I realized after all that your bone grows. In a similar way, growth is inevitable. The other thing that was significant for me is I had tremendous support from my supervisor Sudha. I had tremendous support from my family and friends. They were all that nurturance does help. And I realized that given time and the right support, growth is definitely possible. And I translate that with a lot of the families I work with.
So yeah, you work with a lot of low-income families,
yes.
A lot of youth as well. So
yes.
perhaps share with us one story that strengthened your resolve.
Okay. There are many such families that have really, I suppose, reinforced a lot of my commitment. But I can remember one teenager I worked with. This teenager was involved in gangs. At the same time, was actually self-harming as well. A lot of work was done together with the school. And over time, we realized that actually there was some sexual abuse going on at home. So we actually worked together with her, but also with the police to slowly get her to a space to be able to make a stand about it. So I remember sitting there at the police station and she remembering and saying, this is important for me, and I'm glad I've come this far. And then later on, we got the family involved, the other family members, to also support what's been happening to her and to give her the space to heal. Yeah.
Right. So the most satisfying part of your job is making a difference in other people's lives.
Definitely.
Okay. So the government are doing a lot lately to boost the social service sector, more funds, more resources. In what way do you feel this has made a tangible difference to you and to your colleagues?
It's heaps, because first of all, there's a lot of resources going into training and development and competency planning and all, which actually gives a boost to the sector. The other thing is there's a master social worker scheme where I'm one of the people who have been identified for that, and we've been doing a lot of capacity building in the FSC sector together with the agencies who are very open. So that has really helped a lot. And the other part is also there's a lot of evidence-based practice research kind of support, as well as remuneration has been relooked at different times. So there's this has definitely impacted, and the caseload. Caseloads have been relooked at for FSCs, and that has impact on the depth of practice, as well as how much substantial work can be done with families.
Okay, so what would you say is the biggest challenge for the social service sector? Is it attracting more people, especially young people, to consider a career in social service?
Yeah, I think that boils down to also public perceptions. Parents who think that this is volunteer work. It is not, You do need to have a degree when you're a social worker. Right. And then there is a code of ethics that is we abide by, just like doctors and lawyers. And there's an accreditation system that is in place, which is by the Singapore Association of Social Workers. So you do have to make sure that, you're prepared to go into the profession. And there's a lot of rigor, knowledge-based and evidence-based practice that is involved. So the public's perception would be a key thing. It has come a long way, but I think a lot can go, and also having more minority social workers stepping forward would be very important.
Okay, one last question for you.
Sure.
Any advice for those who are considering taking the plunge?
Yeah. Please come. We are here with open arms. There are a lot of mentors and senior social workers in the field who will be happy to mentor. And if you are someone who's wanting to make a change and feel the fire in your belly, this would be the profession. So come join us, and you'll be supported through the profession.
All right, thank you very much, and congratulations again.
Thank you very much, Yuri.